Well, we're still in August, but it sure doesn't feel like it up here. We're currently in the Superior National Forest up in Minnesota. We've been wanting to get here for a while, and we finally made it. Unfortunately, it took us a bit longer to get here. If you've been following us, we have not been doing much traveling this year. We were in North Carolina for 3 to 4 months, helping his parents get through some medical issues, and they're doing fine, which is great. We ended up leaving at the end of March to go into Illinois for the next set of surgeries, which was Gary's 2 knee replacements. So he had one in April and one in June. Gary's still doing all right. Well, I think it takes a good long while in order to get 100%. I think he's probably about 80, maybe a little more, 80% there. After that, we went to Summer Apex in Wisconsin, which was awesome. Went to my mom's for a few days, kind of check on her and my stepdad, and then headed to Wisconsin. On the way, we visited Gary's brother, who lives over by Milwaukee, and got to fly in this amazing plane. But instead of heading to Minnesota, we ended up having to go back to help my mom. My stepfather has been in hospice for the last 5 months, I believe. We're doing home hospice, and his body was kind of shutting down. And so we've spent the last several weeks with my mom, helping care for my stepfather. He did pass this past Sunday, and yeah, it's been a little bit of a rough road, but I wouldn't have changed anything to have been there for him and for my mom. I had never heard of home hospice until now, and I'm honestly quite grateful for it. It was definitely a rough time, but I think everything is good as it can be right now. So my sister is staying with my mom to kind of get her back into some normal patterns. And we decided to bail to the National Forest, which is definitely us. We did pick a doozy. This is Labor Day weekend, so we're a little apprehensive about getting sites here. We're trying to stay in the National Forest. We found this wonderful site, but there's not a lot to do here. So I think I'm gonna suggest to Gary that we pack up this morning and try to head to a place that has a lake a little closer to where we're at. Maybe do a little bit of kayaking and biking and that kind of thing. I'm gonna try to be quiet because Gary's still sleeping. Although when you get into a camper, I mean, how could you sleep through somebody? The camper's shaking when you get up there. We're going to look for another site that maybe has a little bit more for us to do for 5 or 6 days.
Yeah, this one's got canoeing or kayaking, but doesn't have any hiking or biking.
So I think I've got an idea. We'll see if it pans out.
In my weakness you are strong. In my sorrow you're my song. When my patience is all gone.
Finally back in the forest. And no chopping trees yet.
Why do you got to do that? Because you know what's going to happen.
That's that big branch that we saw last time, but it would just kind of grazed it slowly, scraping everything along the way.
The nicest thing about life is you're mine.
Wow. Show us the way, mighty hawk.
Wait.
Yeah, you're good. Oh boy. Yeah, that's good. Well, on the plus side, we didn't have to get the saw out. You just get scrapes from all the trees.
That's it.
I think we're gonna go, yes.
I need to turn here.
Yes. Verify the fees, $18. Dang. Hopefully we'll get the half price ones. I don't know. I don't think so. That's what we love. Woohoo! Pretty amazing sight here in the National Forest. I think we got the best one. Cheater. You didn't even see me go through there. I popped a wheelie and went through. We're camping at McDougal Lake, a little gem of a National Forest campground. Have a good one. Just about an hour and a half north of Duluth. It has 8 sites you can reserve and 13 that are first come, first serve. Lucky for us, we snagged one of those no reservation needed sites on the Thursday before Labor Day. Perfect for folks like us who almost never plan ahead. And the price? Just $18 a night. Or, if you've got the America the Beautiful or the Senior Pass, it drops to a wallet-friendly $9. Not too shabby for a seat-of-your-pants planning. Well, there's a fire way over there. Looks like it stopped just at the campground. Our site has new decking, so yeah, must have just stopped there. It's kind of nice going through the forest without cutting down a whole bunch of trees.
Yeah.
So today's plan, and yes, we actually have a plan, is to put Gary's knees through their very own endurance test. We're talking about a little round trip of just about 30 miles. Don't worry, I packed ibuprofen and moral support. Beetle Lake? Is that on the list? Okay. Seriously?
Let me see your bug stuff.
It's not the beetles that I'm worried about, it's the horseflies. Oh, this is Trout Lake, not Beetle Lake. Along the way, we're also scouting out some potential boondocking spots. Oh, you want to check that out? Little side excursion, because we can. It's kind of like treasure hunting, but the reward is a large patch of dirt that we can legally stay for a few nights, if we can get our camper there. Man, this would be an awesome boondocking spot. Holy cow, this is beautiful. I'm marking this spot.
Has anybody using it as a gun range?
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Oh, there's people using that as a gun range. There's some shotgun shells over there. Okay, this one.
We need to go left.
Oh, we got to go this way if you wanted to see where that campsite was.
Oh yeah, we do want to do that. I forgot, yes, you were right. What was that? Loons! So this might be a little challenging for our camper. You think so? Won't want to come in here after a heavy rain. Oh, nice. Oh, oh. Howdy. You guys have a most awesome site back here.
Yep, they were here before us, and they, we grabbed the second one, so there's actually 2 sites. So
That is fantastic. We were just scoping it out because we have a truck camper as well, and we're like, ooh, this is going to be a fun little trip back here.
it was kind of a pain to get it back there, but they did it last fall, and it just takes some patience.
Right. We stayed and chatted with this couple for a little while. You can meet some interesting folks in the middle of nowhere.
That was that turn where
You said the left side was not.
a little more challenging.
Yeah. Oh man. One of those moths got stuck in my sunglasses. Little break, so Gary's lowering the tire pressure because it's starting to get pretty rocky here. When my bike is going over these rocks, it sounds like it's breathing as hard as I am. Maybe there was an opening over there, right behind us. We might be able to figure it out. I'm sorry, I'm tired. Come on, guy, I don't see it either. Might go to the edge of the lake, though.
Yeah, we could try it. Somebody.
That looks to me like it would go to the edge of the lake. I was desperately looking for a place to take a break for a moment. These rocky and hilly roads were whooping my behind. It's a campsite. It's an awesome campsite. I want to go slow down this. Yay for my bike's dual suspension. That's a fun ride so far, even though I am tired.
We're at the very top. See where we're at?
Yeah.
So we follow this road for a little ways and then we jockey down again.
Okay. So are we going swimming?
I'm guessing we're gonna have to.
Oh boy.
We got a water portage. Guess we'll be doing a water crossing with bikes. So, yep, we got our shoes and socks off. We're just gonna pedal. We could probably pedal through it, but
Not that good. I'm gonna be falling on my ass.
and then we're gonna have wet undies on the next 6-mile ride. So yeah, no, we're gonna walk through.
Too much moistness.
Too moist.
It's gonna be cold too. There's little fishies. Okay.
I wouldn't worry too much. It looks pretty silty, so it should be okay.
Yeah, it's just deeper over there, so I don't want to go there. It actually feels nice. Lots of little fishies. look at you. You look so cute. Ow.
Yeah, we need to clean our bikes anyway.
Yeah. Ouch. Oh.
We could have probably rode through it, but you know
We
what?
could have. I think we were too chicken though. Water crossing complete. Woohoo! All right, I got you a high five for that. Wow. Okay, now I gotta get my shoes back on. You. Nope. Oh. My butt hurts. Oh, oh my butt. Oh. That was awesome and awful at the same time.
I'm gonna sit down, drink some water.
Yes. I like that idea. Oh, dang it.
And drop your.
And drop my camera. We made it.
We made it.
We didn't die.
No.
I
Well,
was
you
close.
did.
It was close. Really close.
Usually it's me that dies, but
Yeah,
this time she died.
yeah, it was rough. But cool. Almost 29 miles and not miles of biking in there, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to take a break for tomorrow.
And in Jocelyn fashion, we bite off more than we can chew. It looks great on the map, but once you
Looks
start to bike
fantastic.
it,
Lots
damn
of
good thing we
rocks.
got e-bikes to help us on the last bit of trail. But
My butt was just exhausted, so.
yeah, I got my bike pants on, so
Oh, yeah, I
one of
know.
us remembered.
All right, we will see you someplace or some other thing. We don't know.
We'll
I'm
figure
tired.
it out.
I'm
We're tired.
tired.
We'll talk to you later.
Bye. We're trying out our new fire pit thing.
Thingy.
Yeah. I mean, it's cute. It even has a little grate that can go on top, but sometimes it's nice to have a fire, but a very small one for ambiance and for making hot dogs. So
Make hot dogs.
Make hot dogs. We always have frozen hot dogs in the freezer. Obviously, frozen hot dogs are not going to be in any place else but the freezer. And beans. Can't have hot dogs without beans. It's a beautiful night. But we'll need to go in sooner than later because we might be taken away by mosquitoes.
Yes.
Yep, they end up being attacked. So we are done. Well, good morning from the Superior National Forest. It's Sunday and we're going to be doing some kayaking. I'm getting all this stuff ready to go so we can head off in our inflatable kayaks. One of the things I found recently on Amazon, shockingly, is this little scrubbing towel. I think it's called Scrubba. And this thing is so nice. It doesn't get all gougey after being wet. You know, you kind of get that sour smell. These things do fabulous. And it's got just enough of a texture there to clean harder, clean pans and stuff. When I clean it, I just actually throw it in a container full of water, a little bit of soap and vinegar, and then use it the next day. This thing is awesome. I'll put a link in the description wherever that is if you're interested. All right. One of the other things that we've noticed is that when there's a lot of gnats in the area, they just love the sink. So we've been putting this silicone mat in here in order to keep the bugs and gnats in particular from getting into the sink and just having a field day. So that helps. All right, dishes are done. We're going to head outside and see how Gary is doing with the kayaks.
You look beautiful.
All right. Getting closer. Since we generally don't take our camper off our truck when traveling, we have to find another way to get our kayaks to the launch site. And most of the time, it's just us hoofing it to the dock. This one was particularly long, but I'll spare you that full boredom.
I'm thinking I'm gonna just walk out there to get in it.
All right, we made it out successfully so far. That's good.
Yeah, we got Laura's version of a drone.
It doesn't work.
We forgot to charge the drone.
This is the cheap-ass drone version. Why do I keep on thinking alligators?
Yeah, I keep thinking we should see some.
We're in the wrong part of the country.
Going through the weeds.
I forgot how much I like kayaking. It's just kind of a chill thing.
Just a paddling. They don't want to see me either. Obviously, they get a lot of views by looking at me.
Obviously. Everybody loves Gary.
In my farmer tan.
And your Frankenstein legs.
And my Frankenstein legs, that's right. I'm bionic.
What was that?
I have no idea it was a fish.
Wow.
There ain't nothing like a fish coming up and trying to attack your paddle. That was one big honking fish. Couldn't tell what kind it was, but it was a big fish because it came up and tried to take a chunk out of my paddle.
That was hilarious. You're like, oh my gosh.
I'm like, what the hell?
Lovely charcuterie tray on my lap. Good stuff. Extra cheese, because cheese is always good. We just met a couple that was in a boat and they had 2 sticks with them and they were beating on these weeds over here, and what we found out was that it's wild rice. I didn't think that grew here. The gentleman was saying that wild rice was available all throughout the US, but a lot of the pesticides have killed the area, so it only now grows in certain parts of Minnesota and certain parts of Wisconsin now. And you know that the waters are very pristine when wild rice is there because it cannot handle a lot of the fertilizers that people are using these days. So I thought that was really interesting. How are you?
I'd probably be going to, because when she has to knock on both sides, I'd probably normally pull a little slower.
Oh.
But we're also just kind of heading out.
Ah, I got it.
Over it.
Yeah, I hear you.
We still got a 4-hour drive. And
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
we gotta get all this rice off the lake.
I don't know if I'd want to meet up with her in martial arts, though. She'd baton you to death. If I paddle faster, she'll paddle faster.
We really appreciate you hanging around with us on our first trip into Minnesota. We're looking forward to continuing our adventures in this state, and we're thrilled that you're along with us for the ride. And as always, leave every place you visit a little better, and we'll see you on the next trail.